CBS presents this program in color.
Now for important tips on how to have a safe, fun run.
The Fortunes of J. Paul Getty.
Thursday at 10.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Shark. Here's the host of Card Shark, Bob Eubank.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Card Shark. This is the game where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card, and you'll see what I mean, because when we left off last time, we had just crowned a new champion. She was about ready to play the big money cards, so let's get her in here right now. Here comes our new champion.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Shelley. How are you? You stand right there. Why don't you take just a moment to tell everybody about Shelley.
My name is Shelley Forrester. I'm from Orange County, California. I'm a student at USC, and I'm dating a Bruin.
You're dating a what?
A Bruin. I'm a traitor.
You know, it's okay. I mean, we're from Southern California. Tell everybody what a Bruin is.
From UCLA.
Oh! I thought she was going out with a bear, didn't you? Yeah. Well, you won the championship yesterday. You won $200, and now we had to quit at that time, so you were ready to play the big money card. So, tell you what, let's do. Let's welcome our two lovely dealers, Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton.
Hello.
Morning, ladies. They have a deck of cards that you cut before the show, and now we're going to give you a chance to play the big money cards. And remember, the $200 you won is yours to keep no matter what happens. But now, we're going to give you new money to bet with, and we'll start you on the bottom line with $200, Shelley. And you must bet your way across the board by calling off high and low. When you get to the next row, then we'll give you another $400 of betting money. And again, you call off high, low. Minimum bets are $50 until you get to the top row. At that time, you must bet at least half of your dollars. And don't forget, you'll have an opportunity to change one card on each line by choosing one of the spare cards that Susanna is dealing out over there. So if you understand the rules, what a nice way to start our day. With the lady's going to win some money, we hope.
Yay.
Give her $200. Good luck to you, Shelley. Here we go. You can turn that $200 into $32,000 if the cards go right. Let's see if they will. Here's your card. Shelley, it's a 6. You can play it or change it.
I'll change it with number 3.
Change it. All right. The 6.
Yeah.
Number 3 card. The 6 now becomes a 10. Ooh. A little bit better. You got $200.
I'll bet 150 lower.
150 lower than the 10. If another 10 comes up, it's a push. And the money card's no win, no loss. Is it lowered? Yes, it is. $350.
Okay, I'll bet 200 higher.
200 higher than the 9. Your card is no. It's a 3. Brings you down to $150.
I'll bet all of it higher.
All of it. That it's higher than the 3. Indeed it is. You've got $300. We'll give you another $400. You now have $700. That is your base, and you can change that if you'd like.
I'll change it with number 2.
Number 2. The 9 now becomes a jack.
Okay, I'll bet 500 lower.
500 lower than the jack. Your card is a 4. You're $1,200.
Okay, I'll bet 1,000 higher.
1,000 higher than the 4. Indeed. $2,200.
Okay, I'll bet 2,000 lower.
The lady's a gambler. 2,000 lower than the queen. Indeed. $4,200. She's going all of it higher, and of course you are. Look at that. $8,400. Way to go. Now that's the way to play the game. You did it right. $8,600, that's your first time over there. Not only that, but you have a chance to meet a new challenger. We'll pause to these words and be back to meet a new challenger for Shelley. And we'll begin that game right after this.
Datro. Last night, 10 p.m.
I thought you said you had a headache.
I thought you said you had a headache.
Well, I did, but I took a couple of Datro.
Me too.
Datro. 1,000 milligrams of medicine for your headache. No milligrams of medicine that could upset your stomach.
Datril from Bristol Myers. Extra strength for your headache, extra gentle for your stomach.
Colleen Dewhurst for the American Conservatory Theater.
Theater is more for me than an evening out. It's the only place where the human condition is shared directly between audience and actor. Theater is not culture with a capital C. Theater is for all of us. It's everything you want it to be. Good theater is unforgettable. And the good fortune is that it's right here for you.
For tickets, 673-6440.
Welcome back. Boy, you're good. $8,600 is what your winnings are. You've only been to that board one time. That's sensational. You know, we're always looking for special groups to participate in our polls, and today we're looking for women who have a child after they were 40 years old. Whew. If you're a mother, you have a child after you're past 40, well, here's Susanna to tell you where to write.
That's right, Bob. Just send a postcard to New Moms After 40, Card Shark, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028. Take it away.
Thank you, Susanna. Shelley, time to meet your new challenger, so let's meet him right now. Here he comes. Hello, Jonathan.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
Fine.
Bob, my name's Jonathan Minkus. I'm a criminal defense attorney from Chicago, Illinois.
Wait a minute. You're a criminal defense attorney?
Yes. Should I not admit that?
It's okay, from Chicago.
Well, I'm proud of it. I have a lot of business there that I can always pick up. I am married. I have 2 lovely children and an equally lovely wife. I got to get that in.
Of course. It's just fine with us. Well, it's nice to have you here in warm, sunny California.
Yes, it's great to be here. It hasn't been so warm, though.
Well, it's been okay, Jonathan. That's all right. I mean, what's the temperature in Chicago?
No doubt much colder than it is here.
Yes, I thought you'd say we're having a heat wave. You got the cards, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, then Lacey's dealing those cards out right now. Brand new deck, and we're going to begin this match between you and Shelley. Remember, first contestant win 2 games wins the match. The object of our game is to work your way across the board by predicting whether each card is going to be higher or lower than the one preceding it. But before you can start calling off high-low cards, you must win our high-low questions. And so let's begin with our first question in this game between Shelley and Jonathan. And Shelley, it goes to you. They say that gentlemen prefer blondes, so we surveyed 100 men, and we asked them, do you prefer blondes? How many men said they do? Shelley.
That's an interesting question. Being in
liked
college and having a lot of friends who are of all different hair colors, I think that a lot of guys do like blondes, though, so I'm going to say that's pretty high, probably about 70.
70 out of 100 men polled, you say prefer blondes. Jonathan, will it be higher or lower than 70?
Well, I think there's still a tremendous mystique about blonde women, and in California, it seems like that's all there is. However, even though there is still a mystique,
Jonathan, look right over there.
Well, she's a very pretty lady, and
she's also a brunette.
Well, that's exactly why I'm going to give my answer. In spite of that, I think it's going to be lower.
Lower than 70. Actual number of men who prefer blondes is 38.
Yeah.
Jonathan, it was lower. What I tell you, Jonathan, you won the high-low question. You can change this card if you want to. It's a king.
I have no interest in changing it. Lower.
Lower than the king. Your card is a 9. You can play or freeze.
Lower.
He's going on. Lower than the 9. It's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. It's a 8. Run those cards, man. You're amazing. He scared me to death. I thought he'd freeze on the 8 or the 9. He didn't. Lower, higher, and he leaves. Game number 1 is yours, my friend. You've got $100. That means, Shelley, you've got to win this game to stay in the match. So let's start that one right now. Here we go. Remember, 2 games. You play the big money cards when you win 2 games. This is for you, Jonathan. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, does it embarrass you to talk to your mother about sex? How many single women said it does embarrass them?
Well, in spite of the fact that I think times are changing and people are more open about...
You mean the mothers can learn a lot about it, right?
Yes, they certainly can. In spite of the fact that things are changing and there's greater enlightenment and there's greater talk openly about sexual things, I still think that number is going to be pretty high. I still think women are going to be somewhat embarrassed. I'm going to say that number is going to be 70.
70 out of 100 single women said it embarrasses them to talk to their mother about sex. Shelley, will it be higher or lower than 70?
I'm going to say I have to agree with Jonathan that times are changing, but I still think women are a little bit more conservative and they're not going to want to go home and talk to their mother. So I'm going to say it's lower.
So now to make sure you understand the question, okay? How many single women said it does embarrass them to talk to their mom about sex? Okay, the way your explanation was, I want to make sure you understood the question. You say it's higher. The actual number of single women who are embarrassed to talk to their mother about sex is 42. Not higher, it was lower. Jonathan, again, you win the high-low question, and here is your card. It's a 10. Player change.
I'm going to change that card.
Change the 10. Your new card is now a 7. Got to play.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 7. It's a 5. No. They were rolling at one time.
Yes,
they stopped right there. Shelley gets a free shot at the cards. Okay, Shelley, you got to play. It's a 9.
Oh. Lower.
Lower than the 9. Your card is an 8. Player freeze.
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze on the 8. It's all right. She wants to freeze right there. That way, if she wins the next high-low question, well, she can change that 8. She has a slight lead in this game, and you got to win it. For you, Shelley, we surveyed 100 millionaires, and we asked them, if someone has $1 million, does that mean that they're rich? How many millionaires said, yes, $1 million makes you rich?
That's an interesting question. I think if you have, when someone's made $1 million, they're going to want more millions, and they're not going to think that $1 million is that much. So I'm going to say that to a millionaire, $1 million isn't that much money, and that it would be about 60.
60 out of 100 millionaires said, yes, $1 million does make you rich. Jonathan, higher or lower than 60?
I agree with her reasoning. I think once you get to $1 million, you always want to try to get more, and you're never really secure, and you got to keep working and keep pressing. I think that number's going to be definitely lower.
Lower than 60. The actual number of millionaires who said $1 million makes you rich is 14. Considerably lower. Yes, Jonathan. Now, change it or play it?
I'm going to change that card.
Change. I don't blame you. Oh, 7. But look what I've got for you. It's an ace. Lower. Lower than the ace. Your card is a 6. Player freeze.
I'm going to go higher.
He's going on. Higher than a 6. No! Back to the ace you go. And that means that Shelley again gets a free shot. And Shelley, you've got to play off the 8 because you didn't win the high-low.
I'm going to say that it's lower.
Lower than the 8. Your card is an 8. Nope. Still, Shelley has a slight lead in this game, and we'll continue with this game when we come back right after these words. Don't go away, all right?
You're up. You can't sleep. Are you going to take just any sleep aid? Or is tonight the night you join the millions who've switched to Unisom? Unisom is unique. Only Unisom contains doxylamine. In medical tests, people fell asleep faster, an average of 23 minutes faster than without Unisom. No wonder Unisom is America's #1 sleep aid. So join the millions who've switched to Unisom. Take Unisom and fall asleep faster.
You're looking at the best thing to come along since the Easter Bunny. Cream eggs from Cadbury. Inside this thick Cadbury's Dairy Milk chocolate shell is sweet, creamy filling. Cream eggs from Cadbury.
An underwire bra without a wire? Wow! It's the Wow Underwire Bra without wire. We took the wire out and put in Comfort Flex for underwire shaping without wire. It won't pinch you. Poke through. It's the Underwire Bra without a wire. Wow! Get 'em radiant red, get 'em vivid, get 'em brilliant blue, get 'em vivid, green, yellow, and white, all your colors come bright. Don't just get 'em clean, get 'em vivid.
Goodbye powder bleach. Make way for Vivid liquid bleach for colors. It's safe for colors. Cleans stains like no powder bleach can. Brightens colors beautifully. So come on.
Don't just get 'em clean, get 'em vivid.
Don't believe everything you hear about fiber laxatives. The truth is, only one brand is recommended by doctors more than any other. Only one offers you the sugar-free choice of NutraSweet. Only one offers all these flavors and forms. It's the one you've trusted for over 50 years. Metamucil. Original and sugar-free, with 4 times more soluble fiber than even Pure brand, to help you maintain regularity. For the fiber you need every day, there's only one. Metamucil.
You know, if you want to be a contestant on Card Sharks, here's Susanna to tell you how you can do that.
That's right. Just send a postcard to contestant, Card Shark, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028. Or if you're in Southern California, just dial area code 213-520-1234. Back to you.
Thank you, Susanna. We're in the middle of game number 2 between Jonathan and Shelley. Jonathan won the first game at $100. Win 2 games, you win the championship and go on to play the big money cards. Here's our next high-low question for you, Jonathan. We surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, have you ever sent the same love letter to 2 different women? How many bachelors admitted that they have?
Well, I would never know. I married my wife right straight from finishing college. I dated her all through college. I've never really been much of a bachelor. But I think that there are certainly a lot of single guys out there, and I think they're up to a lot of dirty, rotten tricks, and I think that's probably one of them.
You're awfully judgmental.
I'm going to say that number would be pretty, I'd say it to be about 40.
40 out of 100 bachelors admitted they sent the same love letter to 2 different women. Shelley, higher or lower than 40?
Well, being that I pretty much had boyfriends all through high school and the same boyfriend pretty much through college, I don't think that he would ever give me the same love letter that he gave someone else. Or if he has, I haven't known about it. So I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower than the 40. The actual number of bachelors who have sent the same love letter to 2 different women is 15. You're right, Shelley. It was lower. Now, Shelley, you can get rid of that 8 that's been plaguing you.
Let's change that.
Oh, let's do it. The 8 now becomes a jack.
A jack. I'm going to say lower.
Lower than the jack. Your card is an 8. Oh!
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze right there. She'll freeze right here, keeps Jonathan away from his cards. He's got an ace showing over there, so she wants to keep him away from the cards. Now, this is your 4th and final question in this game. Sudden death time. Someone must win the game on the next play of the cards, so control is extremely important. And here's the question. Shelley, for you. We surveyed 100 men who are serving time in prison, and we asked them, has your face ever appeared on a wanted poster at the post office? How many inmates said their face has appeared on a wanted poster?
Well, I think that's going to be a pretty low number because I don't think a lot of the criminals in prison are going to be on wanted posters. I'll say that's going to be about 17.
17 out of 100. Let's talk to the criminal lawyer over there. Okay, Counselor, what do you think?
Yeah, that's somewhat easy. I think most people in prison, number 1, have not had their name on a wanted poster, and that's also only for federal offenses. So I'm going to say that that's going to be lower.
Don't talk legal to me. Actual number of inmates who said their face has appeared on a wanted poster is 10. You're right, Jonathan. It was lower. Now it's sudden death time, Jonathan. You got 2 choices to make. You can play it out off the ace, go clear across the board. If you're successful, you win the game, but if you goof, Shelley wins the game. Or you can pass it on to Shelley. She must play off of the 8, and if she makes a mistake, you win the game. So you want to play or pass?
I'm going to pass it to Shelley.
Pass it to the lady. All right, Shelley. 2 cards to go to win this game and to tie it up.
I'm going to say lower.
Lower than the 8.
Lower.
The lady says it's lower than the 8. It is not lower than the 8. That means that Jonathan, you're our new champion. Congratulations to you, my friend.
Thank you.
You've just won the championship. Shelley, we're going to have to say goodbye to you. You did real well. You're one time up there. You win about $8,600. And thanks a lot for being with us. We'll see you again. Come here, Jonathan. Okay. Come right over here. Stand right there, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're the champ.
Thank you.
You've got $200, but that's nothing compared to what's about to happen to you, because now we're going to play the big money cards. And remember that the $200 you've won so far is yours to keep no matter what happens. And now, Susanna and Lacey are coming in here. They've got a brand new deck of cards that you cut before we went on the air. And here's how we play our big money cards. We're going to give you new money to bet with, and we'll start you on the bottom row with $200. What you must do is bet your way across that row by calling off high and low. Now, when you get to the second row, we'll add another $400 to your betting money, and you bet your way across that row. Remember, minimum bets are $50, except when you get to the top row. At that time, you must bet at least half of your dollars. And don't forget, you'll have an opportunity to change 1 card on each line by selecting one of the spare cards that Susanna is dealing out over there. You with me?
I am with you.
Okay, I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm awfully sorry. He's ready. Let's give him $200. You got it. Good luck to you. You can turn that $200 into thousands of dollars if you play it right. Let's see how it goes. Jonathan, here's your first card. It's a 5.
I'm going to change that card, number 1.
Already making a change. The 5 now becomes a 10. You've got $200.
I'm going to go $100 lower.
100 lower than the 10. Another 10 comes up. It's a push. The big money cards, it is lower. You've got $300.
I'm going to go $250 higher.
$250 higher than the 3. It's a 4. Yes. $550.
I going to go $400 higher.
$400 higher than the 4? No, not higher than the 4. That means you're down to 150. This becomes your base. We give you another $400. You've got $550.
I'm going to bet all of it higher.
Of course you are. Higher than the deuce. It's a 9. $1,100.
I'm going to change that card, number 3.
Number 3. The 9 now becomes a jack. $1,100.
I'm going to bet $500 lower.
500. Lower than the jack. Your card is an 8.
Right.
There you are, $1,600.
I'm going to bet $200 higher.
$200 higher than the 8. It's a 5. No. You're at $1,400. Got to bet at least $700 this time. You can change it or you can play it.
Change that card to number 2.
The number 2. The 5 now becomes a 3.
Right. I'm going to go $1,400 higher.
He's going for everything. $2,800 or nothing. If it's higher than the 3, it is. Yes. $2,800. That's the way to do it.
Thank you. You're not there.
So our new champ now has $3,000. And we'll pause for these words to be right back to meet a new challenger for Jonathan. See you in a minute.
Messi Marvin and his pal Wally are making a news report for school.
Perfecto! Let's have some chocolate milk.
The great taste of chocolate milk made with good old-fashioned Hershey's chocolate syrup.
This is gonna be delicious. Sure looks good. Wait until you taste it. Delicious. You said it.
Nice work, Marvin.
Thanks. It was easy.
I can see that.
Hershey's chocolate syrup. It's
delicious.
You are what you eat, so you better eat light. Wishbone Light. It's light on oil, but with a full, fresh taste. You are what you eat, so you better eat light. Wishbone Light.
Lipton tea you made, decaffeinated just for me.
Lipton, you made decaffeinated delicious, just for me.
Lipton decaffeinated tea, just for you.
And 3 salami sandwiches. Oh, I'm starting a new film today. A streetcar named Linguini. Mozzarella. So I'm packing a light lunch in my Ziploc sandwich bags. Oh, pickles. You see, because of the unique zipper seal, Ziploc sandwich bags can protect lots more than salami sandwiches.
Ziploc. We've got the lock on food protection.
We asked laxative users, why did you switch?
I switched from regular Metamucil to Fiberall because Fiberall is sugar-free.
Well, I switched because Fiberall has more than laxative fiber.
That's right, more fiber.
It's a fact. Fiberall has more wholesome fiber and is sugar-free. Both start with the same laxative fiber for regularity, but Metamucil adds 50% sugar. Fiberall adds another wholesome fiber.
No wonder we've all switched to Fiberall.
Fiberall, sugar-free and more fiber.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Our camper's got $3,000. That's not bad at all. We're ready to meet a new challenger for you, so let's meet her right now. Hiya, Sarge.
Hi, Bob. How are you today?
I'm just fine, thank you.
Good.
It's
Me
Therese,
too.
correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell me about Therese.
Well, my name is Teresa Olson, and I'm stationed at Fairchild Air Force Base, and I live in Spokane, Washington, and I have a wonderful husband named Bruce and 3 beautiful children.
Now, is he in the airport? I mean, the Air Force?
Yes, sir, he is.
He's probably in the airport, too, isn't he?
Yeah, he works
I think I saw him in the airport once.
He did.
Yeah.
Cute, right?
What's his rank?
He's the same as me.
You don't outrank him anywhere?
No.
Not
At
even at home?
but not at work.
All right.
No.
Nice to have you here.
Thank
You cut
you.
the cards. I know you did that. Lacey's dealing out those cards from a brand new deck, and we're going to start this game between you and our champion, Jonathan. So good luck to you, Therese, and good luck, Jonathan. Here's our first question in this game. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, do you like it when an attractive man undresses you with his eyes? How many single women said they do like it? You know what happens to me, Jonathan? Every time I do that, the zipper gets caught in my eyelid.
That's a bad joke, Bob.
I kind of liked it.
Well, Bob,
how many single women said they do like it?
I think that most single women today are more interested in other things other than being undressed by men. I think they have higher morals and higher scruples. I'm going to say that number is going to be very, very low. I'm going to say it's going to be 15.
Boy, you win and get pure on us, don't you? Okay. Therese, he said 15 out of 100 single women say they do like it. Higher or lower than 15?
I agree with what he said, but I still think it'll be a little bit higher because if he's attractive, well, you know.
I'll bet you it's about 40. I don't know. I really don't know. Actual number of single women who like it when an attractive man addresses them with his eyes is 52. Heck, I was right. All right, Therese, you win the high-low question, which means you can change this card if you want to, and it's a 5.
Oh. I'll keep it and go higher.
Keep it and go higher than the 5. It's a queen.
I'll go lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 9. Player freeze.
I'll freeze.
Gonna freeze there. Sure, she'll freeze on the 9. Keep Jonathan away from the cards. We'll pause for these words, and we'll be right back with more Card Sharks right after this.
This is a decaffeinated coffee bean. And if you don't know how your coffee gets decaffeinated, you could be leaving a lot to chance, because practically every coffee gets decaffeinated unnaturally. But not this one. It's naturally decaffeinated for pure coffee taste. Just read the label. If they don't tell you it's naturally decaffeinated, chances are they use something unnatural.
Nescafe Decaf. Taste your way, naturally.
Tonight, make dinner special.
Serve something exciting, something delighting, something to make it special. Stovetop tonight. Breadcrumbs all spiced, vegetables diced. Stovetop with dinner, always a winner. Stovetop's delicious with all your dishes. They'll love it each and every bite. Make dinner time more special. Stovetop tonight.
Stovetop stuffing.
Robbie Benson is a Chicago cop who knows every local crook and character in the neighborhood.
Can I trust you with a secret?
Nah, you know us priests, yap. He should. He grew up with them. And friends like Laney Kazan.
She's got it all, eh, Cliff?
Yeah, she's keeping it, too.
Tough cookies. Premieres Wednesday, March 5th.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. We're going to have to call it a day for right now. We'll pick it up tomorrow. And I got to admit something, that the joke about the zipper getting caught in my eyelid, our producer Jonathan Goodson gave me that line, and I used it. And I'll never use another one of his jokes until tomorrow. All right? So we have to go, and we'll pick it up tomorrow, right where we're leaving off now. For Lacey, Susanna, Gene, and the entire gang, I'm Bob Eubanks saying, see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive a gift certificate from Sears Spring-Summer Catalog with over 1,200 pages of ideas. 1-800-453-7000. And a pocket radio. And from out of the ocean comes a unique blended seafood. New delicacies now in the frozen food section. And a cookbook. And same old food setting the mood. Try Mary Kitchen roast beef or corned beef hash. The delicious change of pace meal from Hormel. And a travel alarm clock and milk bowl to help your dog crunch away plaque and food particles for cleaner teeth, fresher breath naturally. Get Milk Bone dog biscuits. And the member of our studio audience will receive Norelco's NT3 professional quality pocket dictation system. Features lightweight design, fingertip controls, and superb sound quality. Capture your thoughts anywhere from Norelco's. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production. This program has been edited for broadcast.
Tonight, a call girl and a cat burglar are key figures in Magnum's latest case.
Friday, from the director of The Exorcist, when dreams become real, nightmares are turned loose in the Twilight Zone. And on Dallas, as one woman resists JR, he falls into another's trap.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Then,
warrant for the arrest of Angela Channing. I will be running Falcon Crest.
What? Mrs. Channing is gone.
This is CBS.
Now that you've opened your new can of Hill's Brothers Gold coffee, you may notice something unusual. Various members of your family may be sneaking into your kitchen to peel back the lid and take a whiff of the best beans money can buy from the best coffee plantations in the world. It's only natural. Can't you just smell that wonderful aroma? Oh, I guess you can't.
This mouthwash is used by many doctors.
will return to Agatha Christie's Murder with Mirrors.
Monday.
The night pirates are here.
An elderly spy holds a deadly secret, but will he crack under pressure on Scarecrow and Mrs. King? Then Kate and Allie bring back the 60s.
I never went to a saloon before in a tight skirt and heels.
But the times, they are a-changing.
Most kids' mothers are serving meatloaf and we're serving time.
And Newhart suffers a measles epidemic with Stephanie as a nurse.
I don't even like being on the same planet with mucus.
Then Cagney and Lacey go after a mugger who preys on the helpless. Monday. This is Melba.
Wow.
And this is Susan.
Yeah.
This Tuesday night, they want all American TV viewers to have one common interest.
Us.
This is